We got the boo buckets. That means we're serious. That's our name. A more common name in the 1800s. Let me tell you, I've seen so many people go into this blind, expecting it to be like every other Castlevania in the challenge. Then they end up taking the a la carte route. And instead of having a good time, they're like, oh my god, I don't like video games anymore. I'm gonna quit streaming forever. Hey, Speedy Bree. Yeah, that's always how it happens, isn't it? You're on a good run and then the enemies go off script. Okay, important things in this run. Getting the holy water. Getting Sypha. And getting the ball lightning. I think that's it. There's other stuff, like you gotta jump to avoid pits and stuff. Nis, hello! You're just in time, I just started. I'm hoping for a 1cc on tonight's games. At least 2 of them. Want to finish up the challenge in style. Camping Luna, hello. I thought I was going to do pretty good at the challenge. I thought I was going to strut in and do like 3 1cc's and be like, wow, Danny, you're the best Classicvania Challenge Player of the Year. Have a trophy. And then everyone started filling out the entire card. People just getting nothing but gold stamps and silvers. Kenster and Noman, I think, are 2 of those folks who are just way too good at Castlevania. Yeah, Eltriok, same. I feel like I'm an underachiever now. This challenge just showed me, oh, you can Deathless clear Castlevania 1? You ain't hot shit. Who do you think you are? I thought that was hard. Builded 2 loops? Oh my god. I don't even want to think about 2 loops of this. There's like a weapon drop here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. I've started to become more acquainted with this, where the weapon drops are. That's definitely important if you want to learn this game. You cannot just go in and expect to wing it, even if you're good at CV1. It helps to have at least some experience with this and a game plan instead of just jumping on in. What strength? Remember, there are Classicvania challenges all over the world. I gotta be one of those people who's a god at Street Fighter 1. It's possible, I've seen it. Oh, I wasn't looking at the screen, I picked up a damn stopwatch. Oh well. There's other holy waters somewhere. I know I could get a knife here if I wanted. Everybody has that first time Street Fighter 1 clear experience. It's pretty miserable, isn't it? I spent like 20 credits at Sagat, and then just mashed the buttons until the right special moves came out. It has new secrets every loop? I didn't know that. I knew CV1 had new shit on Loop 2. Yeah, high-level Street Fighter 1. It's just a race to the Shoryuken. It's a race to be able to pull off the first move. Hey, Spartanberry. Yeah, I don't have much of an opinion on it. I don't think it needed changing, though. I think they just felt obligated to change something, because it's so similar to CV1. You'd be surprised. This is... it's not the same kind of challenging as Ghouls and Ghosts, but it is quite challenging. You want to give these things a wide berth. Thank you, Kyrick, for the 100 wee-hoos. This run has been blessed by Time Gal. Freaking DoorDash, glad the food got here. Or there. Yeah, I don't even need to look at the clip being played. I know just by sound. Time Gal has a very specific sound to the cutscenes. Alright, these guys are super easy as long as you don't lose your head. If you let one of them get away, it's over for you. More like Dordoddle. Got him. Oh boy, we're in for a time now. Maybe the owl will just leave us alone. He did. Oh, the dreaded dropped order. Hate that. You want the food now, not later. Yeah, the owl took off. He wasn't interested. These things, these bone pillars, not much of an issue in the Japanese version, but here in the US one, they got a huge buff, and it's not really readily apparent. They fire a lot faster in the US release. In the Japanese one, you can stay at range and just swing your whip as rapidly as possible, and you're going to hit the fireballs coincidentally. It's much harder to do in the US one. And if you're familiar with CV1, they fire 3 instead of 2. What if they had guns? It wouldn't be that different. Would you rather be shot with, a fireball or a bullet? There's meat there. I'm thinking probably fireball. I'd rather be shot with a magical fireball than a bullet, given the choice. So, any of you wizards who own guns, there's your answer. Almost at the part of the game where I can start, or rather I can stop sleepwalking. These first 3 levels, man, you just play them so many times it becomes like nothing. That said, watch me die all of a sudden. Starting in level 4, your ass gotta pay attention. You gotta sit down and listen to what CV3 has to say. Yeah, the trip to Dracula's castle, I remember that. Did that ever get paid out, or...? Has the winner never officially gone on the record? The winner never returned. It was a trick. Should have seen it coming. Alright, we're good. I thought I saw a rogue cat that I was gonna have to let out. It's gonna happen eventually. Uh-oh. These guys, much worse in the US version. Japanese version, they never explore the far left or far rights of the screen. And they don't seem to be aware of your presence if you stay right here. While in the US version, they know you're there and they will turn around. You can manipulate them a little bit, but I don't like to, especially in the US version. Once they charge, it's hard to get away. Just like my Japanese animes. Watch out, Trevor. You got a hot foot. I'm Sifa. Yeah, sure. Sifa Belnumdes. I'm Belnades in the Classicvania challenge roulette. That's the name I got. You jealous? Okay, fuck. Now we have to start paying attention. This level's not that bad, but everything after this... Jesus. Belnumdes nuts? I don't want to turn the brain on. Poor brain is overworked enough as it is. Well, Krungo, if you join Level's Discord and post a screenshot of you beating a Castlevania game, you can get your own Hunter's card. But the deadline is tomorrow. That's why I'm streaming tonight. She's doing the last update to the cards then. Hey, Dark Tetsuya. Yep, so far so good. Haven't lost a life yet. I love those buckets. Forgot about that ghost. I think I can outrun it. Sounds too complicated. Well, tell you what. Just beat a Classicvania game, and you can give yourself the name you want. I was hoping for Danny Danusty, personally. Tepish is pretty good, too. There was a guy who got the name Rad Tepish, which is like... That's like some bootleg 80s horror movie. Or Dracula skateboards. Fuck! Okay, no, we're good. I'm over it. I'm mad again. Oh, what am I gonna do with Medusa? That's gonna be hard. So people have done this. How do you train yourself not to just get every candle? Because that's the default way to play, and it feels really good to do that, but there's all these stupid weapons that suck. Maybe Maybe the fire magic won't be so bad. It tends to do more damage. Yeah, okay. Max Morris. Dog Dracula. I wish my name was Dog Dracula. I wonder what the other item pickups are in this level. Krungo Lacard, that'd be pretty good. Hey, Scarlet Swordfish. Hello, Rachel. Rachel, another very active contributor to the Classicvania challenge. I was saying earlier, I thought I was gonna be hot shit just by 1cc in like 3 games. But no. There's a bunch of people who just go around filling out the entire damn card, somehow. I think the Game Boy games are my limit. I don't like those. I wouldn't play those. Maybe next year. Yeah, everybody revealed their secret gaming power. Turns out everyone's good at Castlevania. Nobody's good at Ghouls and Ghosts, though, so I still got that. Castlevania Adventure, I kind of have a soft spot for that, but it's not good. Phew! Kyrick, thank you for the sub. My name is Sour Goose. You're welcome for the random streams. The birds are being a problem today, unlike every other day where they're completely well-behaved. Okay, so like, the boss here, mummies and the Cyclops. Could probably just do Sypha's weapon with this. It'll probably be fine. My brain shut down for a second there. All I knew is that I didn't want to fall into the pit. I would rather deal with Castlevania birds. Ninja Gaiden... Ninja Gaiden is my nemesis. I have tried and tried and tried to get into that game, and it pushes me away every time. No, Sour Goose is fine. It's a new creation. I don't know where it came from, but people started saying it recently. Okay, well, this is a little bit more... This is gonna be a little more tense than I wanted. There's also the fact it can just turn around when you're jumping over it, which worries me. Would the Belmont be better for this, I wonder? I kind of just want to do this in as few strikes as possible. Ooh! Oh. It caught on. I've seen a couple other people say it now. I guess it's official. Thank you, I don't like it being that close. US version, I forgot, you get way fewer hits. You do way more, you take more damage from enemies. So by the time you get to this level, it's 4 hits and you're dead. CV3, I think it's, or rather Akamajo Densetsu, I think the damage is based on the enemy that hits you. So a lot of stuff only does 2 damage. Want to get a weapon for Trevor. I'm calling it. This will be the first death. This level... this level and I do not get along. Oh, Deadly Premonition went great. I was very happy with that. I didn't have a single death. That's the main thing I'm worried about with that playthrough. You tend to have to repeat a lot if you die, but... I still had the old skills somehow. Flying guy's up next. I'm used to handling these with Sypha, but maybe Trevor's better because he has the axe option. These guys suck. They dip a little low and then they go way high, and it's so hard to predict. What if we made Medusa heads worse? Yeah, you got that sine wave unlock. Maybe if I was someone who dealt with sine waves on a daily basis, I'd be better at these games. My gamer intuition is going off. You want to change weapons here with Sypha, right? When does she get a new weapon? I'm unclear on that. I know you want to be changing her weapons when you're in the Fishman Tide Pool level. Oh yeah, Deadly Premonition on PC, not a good time. I think eventually they modded it to make it tolerable, but... Nah, just play the 360 one. I've heard that too, yeah, the Switch port is just fine. And they got rid of the stupid Director's Cut exclusive stuff. Like, what's next? It's like Bone Pillars here, right? I probably want the freeze. Shit. Oh my god. They're all out of sync, and they're all hitting the sprite limit at different points. That's not what you want. Once the sprite limit is hit, they stop spitting out fireballs, but everything is happening so fast here, it's really hard to predict. I don't like it. Hey, Maymask. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. 360 or Switch is the way to go. Switch is probably the easiest and most accessible to most people nowadays, but... Actually, I wonder if it's backward compatible. Hey, Plombo. Good evening. Oh, no, I wanted to switch her weapon to fire because Frankenstein. This still shouldn't be a problem. Whew. The rare actual Frankenstein fight where you don't just burn him to death. Last I heard, 360 version was like $50, which is more than retail, funnily enough. But that's still not that bad for one of the greatest games ever made, in my opinion. Yeah, here is where you want to juggle Sypha's various abilities. Yeah, where does little friend go? I hated that guy. I actually think we want to keep Freeze, right? Because, yeah. Actually, there's a Freeze up here in the river. Stupid! Every time I play this, I find new stupid ways to take hits and die. I hear that that's kind of a common experience, though. That's usually the stage you're at once you're right about to 1cc the game, when you find new and creative ways to die that you never have before. This isn't good. Phew. that was Victory Road for Amiga. That just says stupid when you die. That was great. 1, 2, 3. It scares me when you have to trust the ice like that, because the fire is not trustable. If you try to use her fire ability against the Bone Pillar fires, it'll often go right through. That guy threw frame 1. He did not wait. Once he was on screen, he was like, it's fucking go time. There was a CV3 commercial? I never saw that. Who's turning into goo? I look away for a second and everyone's turning into goo when I look back. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I don't think I have any weapons that are useful for this part. Yeah, because you've got the axe. Oh! Excuse me. Excuse my mournful cries. God, okay. Yeah, the He-Men. The Flea-Men are surprisingly manageable once you know how they work. They basically just do either a little hop or a big hop, depending on where you're standing. The He-Men, though, I don't know how you handle those. Have I ever seen them both rise up like that? That was weird. Don't like this. Serpents, rise up. Yeah, you know, I gotta put on a show here. This is a really... I don't want it to be this close. I want this to be easy. Oh, I love Die Hard Trilogy. That game's amazing. It has such disrespect for human life. You just incidentally kill and run over so many innocent people in that game. Gamer sense is happening. There's a weapon here. Yes. Okay. Gamer sense paid off. Actually, do you have the, No, she switched to Fireball, okay. Gamer sense is tingling. I feel a need to jump on Xbox Live and say slurs. Hey, can't ban me here. I will not be censored on my own channel. I was surprised that hit. It's a little miniature strat there. You can burn up through the floor, just like in CV1. This part is hard. That's my tip. If I was making a tip video for this, I'd be like, watch out for this level, it's hard. Yeah, sorry, the Retro Pals redeems are tied to that channel and only when we're live. El Ramses, what it is enemies fire more often and they fire faster. Like if you look very closely at the fireballs launched by the Bone Pillars, the fireballs travel way faster in the US version. And I think with these Axe Knights, they actually throw more often. Don't get that. Yeah, it's funny, it doesn't work the other way around. You can hear Sarduce subs during Retro Pals, but not, not the opposite. Yeah, it's a lot more often. I only learned that just watching the games back to back. Because you really underestimate it. You think they wouldn't change something like that, right? But no, they did. What if we took this masterpiece of gaming and just, you know, ruined it? Like a little bit? Just a little bit of a... If we just ruined a little bit of it? You know, just so people don't have too much fun. Alright, see ya, Hexagon Witch. Hydrate, you got it. This is a good opportunity, too, because you have to actually stop and think about what you want to do here. Okay, what we're doing here, we got to kill this red skeleton, then kill the bird, and then turn back around and kill the red skeleton again. That's okay, we're actually getting a new weapon next screen. That guy thought he was gonna get me. Clonk! There you go. Ooh, I don't have shit for hearts. And you only get one here, right? Okay, I think we're good here now. This is just like barely enough hearts. Yeah, you only get one secondary character. If you encounter another one, you gotta leave one of them behind. It's really sad. They get so excited to go on a vampire hunt, and then you're like, nope, sorry, I found the wizard. I don't need the pirate anymore. This Cyclops is probably the easiest because you're very safely in this little hidey hole over here. Have you heard of Alucard? He debuted in this game. I like the full-size boss Alucard. He totally looks like Dracula Jr. And then he shrinks for some reason. He does, yeah, he has that awkward teenage look, huh? Probably wanted to take another jump to be safe, but we're good. Did I do that level damage list? That level's hell. Maybe I picked up meat or something. Satan's not even a main boss. He's the third form of a bullshit mini-boss gauntlet. So here I want to end the level with the holy waters, so just pick up hearts where you can. Don't go too nuts looking for sub-weapons. So you know where Dracula fucked up in Castlevania 1? He cheaped out. He used to have, back in the 1800s, he used to have these axe armors in level 1. Nobody would have beaten a single level of the original Castlevania if he did that. Can you imagine axe armors in level 1? I'm gonna just, like... Can I just opt out of this encounter? Probably better ways to do that. At least how it was released, you get to wait till level 4 or whatever before you get absolutely brick-walled at the Grim Reaper stage. That was the experience of playing Castlevania as like an 8 or a 9-year-old or whatever it was. You spend all day getting to the Grim Reaper zone. That's okay, actually. There's another, holy water. Then you die of the Grim Reaper about 40 times, and you gotta turn off the NES because it's dinner time. A little bit concerned that I don't have the multiplier for the holy water, but if the worst happens, at least I have ball lightning with Sypha. Speaking of which. Excuse me. Yeah, get over here. What the? What are you doing respawning like that? This ain't no Ninja Gaiden. Ooh, okay. I made that look like it was planned. I think we're covered for this boss. I would like to have a triple shot. But if I don't melt death right away, I'll just switch to Sypha. Your brain is bursting? That doesn't sound fun. Hopefully it's bursting in a good way. What if we had a little bit of cheese with all this wine I'm doing? See, what I'm doing here is I'm despawning the ball lightning on purpose, because occasionally it gets off track, and you can't shoot another one until all three leave the screen. There we go. Max Wine, that's me sometimes. That's me when I'm playing Castlevania. This level is unconscionable. The people who made this level probably should have served at least some jail time. I'm okay with losing a life here. This has been Deathless so far, I don't want to mention it to jinx it, but... Also, I don't want to get your hopes up too much. Okay, I need to focus on this shit. Usually I use ball lightning to get the guys behind you, but I think the, that might actually be a better choice. That was not a good choice. I knew that was going to disappear. There's a part of CV1 that's like this, and while that part is way longer than this, I would say this is harder. Because if these guys touch the ground, it is over for you. I was watching someone stream this earlier today, actually. And they let one get away, and then literally 2 seconds later, there were 5 guys all over the screen, all hopping. I think everything has a chance of dropping a sub-weapon. I'm not sure if this game does sub-weapon tables like the first game does. What's the next screen? Right, okay. This is the part where we're gonna die. And that'll be okay. The thing I'm finding with this game compared to CV1 is density. Like, there's so many parts of this game that are just like really simple in concept, just like literally 2 screens long, if that. But they're filled with just a shit ton of enemies. And often the level design makes you double back, often respawning enemies. It's kind of neat. It's like doing a lot with a little. Oh boy, here we go. This is bad. You really don't want multiples of those guys spawning. Alright, breathe. Oh, shouldn't have done that. I wanted that heart. Okay, no matter what happens, I'm glad to have not died at that screen, because you can easily get into a death loop there. Hard to recover from. This game is hard. Hello, Satinga. I'm in a pretty good position here. I haven't taken a death yet, but it is level 9. What do you think? Should I go for the 1-up here? I'm torn. Shouldn't have done it. Did it anyway. There's a guy up here, right? No, there isn't. Okay. I'm just conditioned to expect guys in the worst places. There's always a guy. This is a pretty good run. I'm gonna be really sad when I do eventually die. I didn't expect to get this far with no deaths. If you're lucky here, ball lightning can kill the bird. Okay. And it's actually pretty good with this next segment here if you don't feel like playing it safe. Okay. Don't want to do too many hits here, if possible. I was taking a risk there. It paid off. Okay, I win. What a cruel trick to put this boss at the end of that level. It's so nothing once you know what to do, but... like you're gonna be prepared for that guy. Yeah, that was my backup strat. I was gonna do the character switch thing. Alright, last level. All that's left is to do the thing. This is a strat that I've started doing recently. It's a little bit safer for me, but it can really backfire if you don't do it right. Whew. Get fucking melted. Well, I think this is going to be a 1cc. Forgive me for calling it too early. But I think we got that on lock at least. Maybe the cruelest thing they do in the US version of this is they put bats in the next room. Ooh, good. Okay, I needed that to happen. It spawned another one! I don't want holy water, right? Oh, I despawned the candle with the axe in it. I have to take the holy water. Okay. I think you can beat Form 1 with holy water. I'm just gonna use ball lightning anyway. Alright, let's hope for good bat luck. Yeah, ball lightning should be fine. It's just gonna take a little while. Or... no. Stick with the plan. In fact, we're gonna get a little bit more ammo. Alright, good news. From this point on, you cannot die by falling in a bottomless pit. No, wait, that's wrong. The third form of Dracula. I'm just gonna, you know... That wasn't a favorable position, so I had to cheese it a little bit. Hey, Magombo. You're right at the end of CV3. Yeah, Dracula's puke form. Not really mentioned in the book for some reason. Alright, so... what have y'all been doing? How was your Thursday afternoon and evening? I spent it playing a little bit of this. I played a couple of credits of this for practice. Fuck's sake, okay. Little bit like the last boss in Ghouls and Ghosts, huh? Oh, Ball Lightning. Oh, Ball Lightning, would you please act in my favor? Sheesh. This game don't give you a break. Is that? Did I just bypass 1cc-ing this and do the Deathless clear? Who needs a 1cc? Deathless, baby. Whew. This time last year, I would have never thought this was possible. I thought only after months of work would I get the 1cc. I knew a few deaths would be in there, but... Ooh, yeah, once we got to level 8, and especially level 9, I was like, oh shit, I have to actually think about this. Ouch! Thank you, Noman, for the 100 bits. I only have 12 more gold seals to catch up to you. Dracula is dead, and all the spirits are asleep. Deathless! I'm gonna die so many times in Bloodlines, and I don't care, because I got CV3 Deathless. It's real. Y'all saw it. I'm streaming, right? Okay, the evidence suggests that I am actually streaming. Loop 2, someday. Someday. I'm doing US Bloodlines, like this one, the one that they've ruined a little bit to make it more difficult. Oh, Swordfish, I'm never doing this again. I'm never playing this game ever again. I'm retiring. I quit. I'm gonna dedicate the rest of my streaming days to learning how to Deathless clear Super Castlevania 4. You'll testify for me? Well, thank you. Always good to have more people who will testify on my behalf. Chronicles is one that I haven't actually beaten at all, so I have very little experience with it, other than to say that it was incredibly difficult. Yeah, Velnumdies. I forgot that was the name I gave him. Inari Fox, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. What were you up to? Hey, fucko! And this, they say, was fucko's greatest adventure of all. There it is. Deathless Clear, CV3. Never in a million years thought it would happen, but here it is. Then you get to go on loop 2. What the? There's dudes! There's lots of dudes. Okay, I'm not doing a second loop, but I do want to play at least a couple of screens for the novelty. Fucko Belmondo. Thank you, Seraphis Kane, and thank you everybody for the you did it's and the GGs. Did not... I did not see that coming. I am speechless. Did you know you could do this? It's great if you want to take damage. The Hammerhead, that's exactly what I'm doing, yeah. I was mentioning earlier how great it is that you got the name Tepish in Dot's thing. So you're Rad Tepish. I was hoping for Danny Dynasty, but Danny Belnades is good too. There's more ghosts and shit. Who asked for more of those guys? Alright, here's the big difference between Loop 1 and 2. The Medusa heads are replaced with something different. Something different and impossible to predict. I've tried looking at how these guys move. You cannot predict. It's even worse than the Flying Knights. They just do what they want all the time. I gotta put up with that.